G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. The audio is going to sound a little bit weird. I think I've figured out the problem with this. So this is obviously what I use to do my recording. This is called a media mod. It sits in there. That's my mic on the top there, and the mic goes into a port on the back here, and I'm pretty sure that port is absolutely stuffed. I just did a video just before just saying hello, and I just watched it back just to see if I'd figured it out. And yeah, I couldn't even hear myself, all that damn popping. I believe that's my problem, so I'm gonna have to buy a new thing. But anyway, that's a me problem, not a you problem. You're here for the farming. Right, what have we been up to? So we've finished the wheat debagging. We haven't finished the wheat. We're pulling into the wheat now, just there. Now we've finished the debagging on this, and we moved down to the barley. Now this here is seed wheat, so we need to get this into our silos up at the shed, and that will be a job that we do tomorrow, hopefully. Now a few things going on. We also, you have to bear with my thoughts. We've got a fire just over there that we're finding out if we need to go to or not as well, so bear that in mind. All right. Now, there was a very large fire in town. Oh no, I don't have my gloves. Where are my gloves? Oh, right, I'm doing it without gloves. Okay, so there was a very large fire in town the other day. So today is the 2nd. It's the 2nd of December today. Now that fire in town was very close to Brian's sheds. So Brian was actually, man, yuck. Brian was actually there protecting his sheds. He was there with his loader and stuff, so it never got to him. It was about 500 meters away or something, I believe. But yeah, he was in town protecting that now. So he was up to 2 o'clock on the other night. So we didn't work yesterday because obviously we didn't want him to come out, and he didn't want to come out because of fatigue, everything like that. So we had the day off yesterday. So today we are down and we are debagging some barley. Oh man, I'll get that in a sec. So we're debagging some barley, and we're getting, so we've got 3 bags of barley to deliver. 1 bag is seed, but 3/4 of that will be delivered, or half of that will be delivered. We'll get 2 bags done today and on to the 3rd. Tomorrow we'll see where we're at with that, but we'll come do seed wheat probably. We'll finish debagging that barley, get onto the seed barley, do the barley. We'll be all done by Wednesday, if we're not drawn away to this fire. Why am I here at Bluey? So Bluey is going to go down and go on the bagger, so debagger. The other day when we were debagging, it did get to about 36 degrees. Annabelle is our one driving the debagger, and she did an amazing job sitting in there. It was, the aircon decided to die in it. Like, it was still blowing air, but not cold air. So she got to the point that she needed to go home. It was too hot. So we finished the day off, moved all the gear, debagged. Annabelle went home and yeah, recouped. So I'm getting this down there now. Today's, I think I'm gonna get to about 28, but tomorrow's 31. We're gonna get this down there because this has got air conditioning, and it has got air conditioning. It's not the greatest, but it's still air conditioning. So at least she'll be sitting in this, which is gonna be better than sitting in the bug. So that is why I am moving this now. So I'm gonna get to doing this. You guys can't hear me at the best of times when I have the proper mic on, so I won't talk for too long. When I say that fire, there's a fire just over there. I'm talking like 25 to 30 k's away, but obviously that is still something that we would go to if needed. I could see the smoke when I was on top of the hill. I don't know if I can see it anymore, but we're still just waiting to hear back on if we're going to that or not. I'll let you know. I'll try and get it as straight as possible. Rightio, we've got that all hooked on and done. So the at least Annabelle's going to be a lot cooler than what she was in here, which is good. Now I'm just going to get this back down to the I'm just going to get this back down to the paddock, and I'll just hook this back onto that 100 tonner, and then I'll come back down here. By then Brian will be back and we'll load him. Now that fire, it's under control. It's in a hay paddock, but it was basically couldn't get away where it is, so that's all good and sorted, which is good. We don't need to go to that. And also there's been a few storms come through, so the ground is actually quite wet, which is another positive. Means that the fire didn't run, which is good. Right, back to Hattons. Rightio, turn that off, that's the 528. Onto the second bag of barley. So 3 to go. One of them's seed, like I was saying earlier. So those guys got that sorted. I'll head back to the oh, we just loaded Brian. I don't think I filmed that. No, I didn't. So yeah, Brian's loaded off. Yeah, those guys onto the second bag. We will go and get an auger and get that up to the shed, because for our seed wheat, so that's ready, because Brian will be here, you know, 6:30 in the morning tomorrow, and we'll start loading that straight away to load into there. So I need to get that sorted today, sometime today anyway, so it's all ready to go, and I'm not trying to do it at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, so we'll go do that. In terms of what wheat we've still got left here, up there I'm going to call about 140 tonne. And then here, I don't know, it's hard to say what we've got exactly. These 3 bins have got grain in them, but I don't know how much is in each bin. I'm going to say, so 140, we'll call it 100 and probably 60, 170 odd tonne all up. Yeah, so I need to get, what did I say? I needed 120 tonne, round about that, and then the rest will be delivered. So we're about to finish this auger out of PS1 and just take it back to the shed, and then if we've still got time, what we might do is, you can see I've got all the batteries on the back. I might go and grab these bags and start dragging some bags back to the tip, so that we've got one up there blown up onto the fence, and if we get wild weather, it'll start doing damage to the fence. So we'll get this fuel, we'll get this auger, and we'll head to the shed. We've already dragged most of the bags from here. I believe there's 3 left to go. I could be wrong, maybe 2. But this is what I'm meaning. Right here, you can see how the bag is blown up onto the fence there. And when you have a bad wind, you know, I don't want it to get hooked on that fence and get caught between mine and the neighbours, or blow into there and damage the fence. So that'll be my my next thing we do. If we've still got time before Brian comes back, is we'll go and hook onto them, drag them back to the shed. Well, not the shed, to the tip, because unfortunately they're not recyclable. There's a fire somewhere, because the fire 2A is going nuts. Anyway, the fire 2A, so that that's the fire 2A just there. So that's a VHF, which is the skinny little aerial, which has got the wire one, and then the little black one on the left is the UHF. That's a dual 2-way. It's a VHF and UHF, so you can switch between the two. But yeah, I think there's a fire out Condi Way or out east or something. There's lots of stuff going on this 2-way today. Thankfully there's no fires here, and wherever that fire is, hopefully it's under control soon and everyone's all safe. Do you remember, it's probably about 30 seconds ago for you guys, when I said I wanted to get the bag out of here because I didn't want to do damage to the fence, and the wind can be quite bad. Yeah. That has blown over onto the neighbour's side. Now, luckily, all it is just a bag on the fence. There's no damage. Could have been worse up behind here. So just up there is his base station. Now that's something we definitely don't want to hurt or affect, or yeah. I think I might be, actually, we'll get out. I think it might be okay. I think it's gone under, so I don't need to lift anything, but we'll see. Okay, this bit here's gone over the top. I should be able to lift that. Now these bags, as you can probably guess, are really heavy, especially when they're like this, and the wind is getting. So what I'll do is I'll hook on with my chain. I don't know what the wind is like for you guys. I'll hook on with my chain on here. I'll flip that over, pull it out, and get it away from the fence here. Okay, so there's a block of wood at the other end. I'll show you that probably on the other ones that I had to cut out. I'm going to just pull forward straight as I can, just to make sure that the bag comes out nicely. And we'll drag it up to the other bags, and I'll leave it there. Brian's just left CBH, so we're going to get back down and load him. So I'll put you up here, and hopefully you can see me pulling the bag out. That is how we drag the bags. I'll show you that more when we've loaded Brian. We'll come back and we'll drag this bag, that bag. There's a part bag and a bag up there. Might make the Ranger grunt a bit, having 3 bags, but we'll get it. We'll drag them back and continue on with our day. Okay, time to hook onto the bag. So what we do is we aim for the middle of the bag, so that when you're tying it down the road, it's not, you know, stupid long. So I'll just get nice and close to it like that. Gonna reverse up so that my chain's loose. We then you're gonna sit there. Alright, so what we do, grab the chain. We're ready to go, although now I'm just going to take the block of wood off the end. Now I normally would have the rattle gun to do that because it's held on by, you know, screws, but yeah, I don't have that, so I'm going to have to cut this. So I'll show you that. Right there is my I'm going to see if I actually have the fitting, because it's a lot easier. We do 3 of those along a block of wood to hold the end of the bag on, and on the last one I just cut it around it. It takes a while, and then you just slide the block out. See if I've got the correct fitting on the back of in my ute somewhere, and we'll just do that. We had the right one. Okay. These are what we use, just a pine screw, wood screw, the hex head. 2 more to do, and then we'll get, so that there is like a half bag that we had to cut off. It's not, I don't know, it'd be like not even quarter of a bag, not even that. So I'll just hook onto that as well. We'll go and get the last one, tie it all up. And that is our block of wood. Right, hooked onto the last bag, which was going to be the next bag that was going to go over to the neighbours. So we're going to head down the road. I'll have my flashing light on, and if we see anyone, we'll just pull right over. It's the only way to get them back. Not really much you can do about it. So I'll stick it on the toolbox. You can watch it. There we go, this is where we drag it to. That's our bag tip. Yeah, so 3 bags was quite the struggle for the old Ford. Normally we stick at 2, but because we're going along the bitumen there, just wanted to all get it done in one hit. Didn't overheat the engine didn't even change its temperature, so that's good. I've had other utes that after just dragging 1 bag overheat the ute. So good to know that the Ford has you know, got what it takes to drag that many bags. So what we'll do now is we'll head down and we'll drag, there's 2 bags down where the guys are working now, and they're probably damn near close to finishing the bag they're on now. It's possibly going to be 3, but I'm going to go and drag those 2 now so that they're out of the way, because one of them is blowing into their track where they're driving. So we'll get that out of the way. Well, we just loaded Brian. I did do a time-lapse video, but I just quickly watched it back, and I think it's because it was on my ute and the wind was moving the GoPro, so then you can't use it. I couldn't, like, that footage would make you guys seasick. Anyway, they're nearly finished on this second bag, so I'll just hang around and help them finish this and get on to the next one, and then we're on to our 3rd bag of barley for the day. Now Brian's having a really good run through CBH, so there is a chance that we'll get nearly this whole 3rd bag done, which would be fantastic. It'd just be awesome. guys have got it sorted. That bag is cutting now. So they're actually, well, Henry's going to top up that 860. Paige can't really do anything because the auger's too small. But yeah, we'll have that full, ready to go for when Brian gets back. And yeah, hopefully we'll it'll be interesting to see how far we get on this bag. With it's 125, so there's a possibility, you know, we could get very close to finishing the bag, which would be very nice. Be awesome. Then there's only one bag left, but we won't count our chickens just yet. So I think I already said I've got the bag on. I'm just dragging this up to the tip there, and then we'll wait for Brian. So we're doing the seed tomorrow. You can see maybe behind me, you can see the header front. So that's one of the header fronts that Henry's already cleaned and washed. The other one is still needing to be done, but I'm borrowing Henry and Annabelle for the debagging, so they can't. But it is in the way for Brian turning around, so it has to move. And this is where it lives. So let's see if Butters starts after being sitting for, well, it's well over a month now. Let's see. Isolator was turned off, that's a good sign. What isn't a good, oh God, nearly died. What isn't a good sign is that. That's saying 11.8 volts, which means that it won't start. If it's 11.8, there's no chance. Joy. Alright, now to find where the batteries are. They'll be out the back, but never never jump started this thing before, so I've never had to find it. I'll be right underneath there. There we go. What's going to be? So I should do this now because tomorrow morning we won't have time, or I mean we would have time, but I should jump start it now. I got time. Right, this is a 12 volt linked in series, so I should just be able to go off the negative there and the positive there and jump it all. Let's find out. We've got a green light on our jump starter. Let's see. Alright, it was pretty hopeful of me to try and see if that would work off the battery pack. I thought it would. So yeah, I'll go grab the ute. We shall try that again with the ute hooked up. Same batteries, got it over the whole lot. And this will start. I can guarantee this one will start. My guarantee, okay. So maybe it won't start. I'll let that charge for a little bit and then we'll give it a go. This time I guarantee it's gonna start. Let's see. I don't know if I'm meant to wait for that beeping or not. There we go. Oh, yeah, dust. Well, I'll get this out and then we'll move that front in the morning when I got Henry, because we've got to get it really close to that wall there and it's quite difficult to do by yourself. Doable, but slow and difficult, so you might as well just wait for someone. And then we'll go and load Brian, because he'll be coming back for his last load of the day very shortly. So I got that all sorted and moved. Now it's probably going to be flat again, but anyway, we'll figure it out when it gets to it. So I've just caught up with the guys, and that's my podcast. Just caught up with the guys. They're going to load Brian. He's on his way. Or, yeah, he's just left CBH now, so he's going to. They're going to load him when he gets here. So there's 3 of them, and there's no point 4 of us being there because one of us will just be standing and looking. So I'm going to go home. They've got their thing to go on with tomorrow. I've got my thing to go on with tomorrow. So yeah, we're doing some seed. I'll see if we bring the camera with me or not. Maybe. Alright guys, with that I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one.